Hi, you're watching Tech in the Car and I'm Oliver. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the pricing in the US and what has been missing in Europe from the 22-23 Audi RS3. Please watch all my other videos on Audi and the RS3 on this channel if you're interested. All right, let's get into it. What does a 22-23 Audi RS3 cost in the US? Well, the base price is $58,900, but you of course have to add sales tax to that. Some states don't have sales tax, and if you're in those states or you register a car in those states, then you're going to make your car a lot less expensive. I'm not sure how it works in the US as far as registering cars goes, but it would be better to register it in one of those states instead of somewhere like California, which has a very high sales tax. So the price is not including any taxes. How does that equate to Europe? Actually, it probably comes out slightly cheaper than Europe if you convert the pricing, just about. But there are some things which you can't get on the US cars that you can get in Europe, or vice versa. So first of all, let's start just talking about the specs. So in the US, this car has 401 horsepower and can do 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.6 seconds. In Europe and the rest of the world, the car has 400 PS of power and can do 0 to 62 in 3.8 seconds. Now, I've had conversations where we've discussed that this is a conversion between PS to horsepower. I'm not sure that's necessarily what Audi is doing, because the previous generation RS3 had exactly the same power on the US and the European site. So who knows? But let's start with colors. If you want a car that isn't turbo blue like this car or Kyalami green, then it will cost you $595 for Glacier white, Python yellow, Camorra gray, or Daytona gray. So those are your options. Now, one thing which I've complained about a lot in my videos is a lack of an interior design pack on the European RS3. Now, there is the option for the design pack on the US RS3, but only the green design pack. If you're in the EU, you will be aware that you can get it in red or green. Not in the USA, you can only get it in green, which means it will only be available in a few different colors. So that includes Kyalami green, naturally, the gray colors and the white color, but not turbo blue and not some of the other colors. So check, if you want the design pack, what colors are available with the design pack, because I think the design pack really improves the interior. What do you actually get for that $1,500 for the design pack? You get the green highlights on the vent, you get the green surrounds on the seats and on the seat belts, and then you get the green Alcantara round wheel. Now, you can't get in the US, just like the rest of the world, you cannot get a car with the assistance package which has a flat bottom steering wheel. This is because there are capacitive sensors in the round steering wheel which Audi have designed not to put in the flat bottom steering wheel. Now, there doesn't appear to be any technical reason why that is. I have a thought that it might be due to some regulations that requires a round steering wheel. I don't know. Tesla obviously doesn't even have a steering wheel in the traditional way you expect a steering wheel to be, with a yoke, so maybe I'm wrong about that. So it's interesting. It does mean, hopefully, that going forward, maybe Audi will start introducing flat bottom steering wheels with those capacitive sensors, in which case maybe you can swap your steering wheel, but it's round for you and it's Alcantara. Now, if you don't opt for the design pack, you get a perforated leather round steering wheel. There is no option, as far as I can see, in the US to have a flat bottom steering wheel at all, even without the design pack. It just seems to be round, and that is it, unlike Europe, where you can get the flat bottom steering wheel. So that's a disappointment, of course. You do get, as standard, red brake calipers across the range. It's only available in the UK on the launch edition. You can't spec them with anything else. You even get them if you pay £5,500 for the dynamic pack, which includes the top speed de-restriction and the ceramic brakes. They come in red. In Europe, they come in, well, silver or blue, depending on where you are. And you can obviously change the colors if you're in a European country. But you have only red in the US, which is an interesting change to make as well. What if you want the RS Sports exhaust? That's £1,000 extra. It's not included as standard with any car. You can also option Pirelli semi-slick Trofeo R tyres, which are $450, and they require a signed disclaimer before you drive off with them, because they don't provide very good grip in weather which is cold. So basically, the only place you can probably drive them in is in a warm state like California. The other thing you can option is the carbon pack. You can have the carbon wing mirrors, the carbon sills, and the carbon engine cover. That is an optional extra. Again, not an optional extra in the UK. You have to have a carbon black edition for that. You can option them in the US. And then we have the RS Tech Pack, which is $2,750, which includes all the driver assistance technology, Bang & Olufsen speakers, the head-up display, and everything else you'd expect in a tech pack. That also includes the cross traffic and rear alerts, which are missing from UK cars for some reason. Even though they're available on the S3, they're not available on the RS3. And if you're not clear, those are the alerts you get when somebody comes up behind you and your mirror flashes at you, or when somebody pulls up behind you and the car automatically brakes. Those are gone from UK cars. $350 option separately on the US configurator, and the RS Tech Pack is $2,750. So they come together, those two packs. So if you want to have the latest tech, which I would recommend, heads-up display is really, really cool on the RS3. You might be able to see it down here. Then I would recommend that very, very much. You can also option a matte black pack, which includes the black badges and the black trim everywhere. And that is an extra $750. Also has some matte black wheels as well. As far as wheel design is concerned, you get the glossy black wheels as standard with the graphic design. If you want to have the matte black wheels, then you have to go for the matte black pack, which includes the black badges and also black trim and the matte black wheels like on the UK launch edition. What happens if you want to spec a US car to one similar to a UK launch edition or Vorsprung? It costs $64,856 approximately. You'd have to tick a few boxes. The tech pack and the black pack would be required to get a car. And if you're looking for the sport pack, unfortunately Audi are not planning on launching the sport pack at this time in the US, so it's saloon only. Now, me personally, I'm a big lover of the saloon. I think it's the best looking of the cars. I'm not a fan of the design of the Sportback. If you want to see my video on the Sportback, I do have one. You can see me driving it over 100 miles an hour on a bowl test track. So this is a high-speed bowl here at Millbrook, and we're going to put it into dynamic as we join the high-speed bowl here and kick it off here. You can see other cars going around the outside here. So we're going now, this is 100 miles an hour. So how does this compare to the BMW M240i? There's definitely more noise, there's more wind noise, there's more road noise. We do have a sunroof on top of us, so that may also be, well, that is part of the reason why we have that right now. It does make a difference, there's no doubt about that. Let's go into the fast lane here. This is our 100 miles an hour lane up the top here, and we're doing high speed, way faster than you would drive on the on the motorway, unless you're in Germany and you're on the Autobahn. And the car is again very stable, very comfortable, feels very, 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 very good to drive, and very, very safe. You know, and that's faster than most people are going to drive on a road normally, unless you're in Germany on the Autobahn. So, you know, we've driven it around a twisty road, and we've driven it around here. Let's do it again just for fun. And we're now driving it around a high-speed bowl at 100 miles an hour. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. This car has the best of everything in the RS3. There are other videos on the RS3. You can see my videos up here or here, so click on them and you'll be able to watch them. I've got a lot of videos talking about the car and everything it does. Please give me a like, please subscribe, and thank you very much.